patient presents with symptoms of arteritis, transient synovitis, and insulitis. What's your diagnosis, team?
I think it might be rheumatoid arthritis based on these symptoms.
I disagree. I'm leaning towards lupus as the possible diagnosis.
Hopefully not the terminal kind. I think it could be juvenile idiopathic arthritis, considering the symptoms we have here.
Actually, I believe it's diabetes mellitus, given the combination of symptoms.
You're all wrong. It's Zika. Zika syndrome, no doubt about it. We need to act fast.
But, sir, are you sure about this? Radical mastectomy is extreme and very risky for the patient.
I don't give a damn. It's the only way to save the patient's life. We will proceed with radical mastectomy immediately.
You heard it, gang. We're radicals now.
You're radically getting on my nerves. Treat the patient, please. Tracy, you called me in here because you're questioning my judgment on performing a radical mastectomy on my patient with Zika syndrome?
Yes, Hawks. I just want to make sure we're not jumping into something too drastic without considering all options.
You really think after all these years of experience I can't make the right call? I know this patient inside out, and I'm telling you, this is the best course of action.
Inside out? I seriously hope that's a metaphor.
Don't be disgusting. You don't have to resort to sex jokes when you've clearly never had experience of it yourself.
Hawks, you have a track record of being wrong when it comes to these risky procedures. I can't just let you go ahead without being cautious.
Tracy, you need to move on from the past. I admit I've made mistakes in the past, but this time I'm sure. Trust me on this one.
I'm not trying to undermine you, Hawks. I'm just trying to protect our patients. Let's revisit the case, discuss with the team, and make a collective decision.
Fine, but mark my words, this is the right call. You'll see.
Oh no, this is not good. The patient is in critical condition.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions. Maybe there's something we missed.
I can't believe Dr. Hawks insisted on the radical mastectomy for Zika syndrome. It's clearly the wrong treatment.
I'm sure we can come up with a better solution. We just need to focus on stabilizing the patient for now.
Yes, you're right. Let's review the case and find the correct treatment plan. The patient's life depends on it.
What the hell were you thinking?
You nearly killed a patient with your misdiagnosis of Zika syndrome and performing a radical mastectomy?
Dr. Hawks, we thought we had the right diagnosis. What do you think it actually is?
You guys are a bunch of incompetent fools. I'll be damned if I tell you the correct diagnosis after this colossal screw-up.
Oh, you're just gonna gatekeep the diagnosis now? What kind of doctor just does that?
Please, just tell us what you think it is. We need to make it right.
You want me to do your job for you now, huh? Unbelievable. The correct diagnosis is fibrocystic changes, you bunch of morons.
We're so sorry, Dr. Hawks. We'll fix this mistake.
Yeah, we'll make it right. Please don't leave like this.
Make sure you do fix it and don't mess it up again. And you better start praying the patient makes it through this. I'm out of here.
Dear God,
I don't know if you're listening, but Hawks told us to listen to him and stop praying or he'd kill us.
this one's on you if we don't get it right.
No wonder Hawks debates on who is more insane. Frank takes him literally and Gary's a maniac.
And God, if you have time, give Leslie and Randall a chance. I know you're not as forgiving as Hawks, but I also know who doesn't attend weekly chapel services here at the hospital.
Gary, just shut up. We have fibrocystic changes to treat now. If there is a God, I sincerely doubt there would be a need for this hospital or any of us to exist.
So, Johnson, how are things going in the oncology department today?
Pretty good, actually. I had some positive updates with a few of my patients. It's always great to see progress.
That's good to hear. You know, I've been dealing with this case that's been driving me crazy.
Oh, that sounds frustrating. Have you made any progress in diagnosing the patient?
Actually, I think I just had a breakthrough. It all makes sense now. I need to go check on something. I'll catch up with you later, Johnson.
Wait, what? Hawks? Where are you going? What did you figure out?
I'll fill you in later, Johnson. Sorry, I gotta go. See you.
If only I could come up with news as good as that for my patients. Hey, Mr. Thompson, I got the brain cancer wrong. Yeah, I just figured it out while munching on a chocolate bar. Yes, chocolate bar. No, you don't have brain cancer.
Sorry I'm late, folks. Had a breakthrough with Zeke. CH syndrome.
What's going on, Hawks? Why aren't you wearing the proper gear?
You can't just storm in here like that. Hawks. It's a sterile environment.
No time for that now. Zeke syndrome was misdiagnosed. It's actually leukocyte adhesion deficiency. 1.
Leukocyte adhesion deficiency. 1? What's the prognosis, Hawks?
Prognosis is not great. It's a rare genetic disorder affecting the immune system. Patients are prone to recurrent bacterial infections.
Is there a treatment plan in place for this new diagnosis?
Yes, we'll need to focus on preventing infections, antibiotics, and potentially bone marrow transplantation for severe cases. Tracy, I have to admit I was wrong about the diagnosis. It wasn't Zeke syndrome. It was actually leukocyte adhesion deficiency.
That's great, Hawks. You found the right diagnosis for the patient.
Honestly, this wouldn't have happened if I didn't have such idiotic doctors to work with.
Wait, what do you mean by that? You were the one who declared the wrong diagnosis.
Well, my diagnostics team should have caught that mistake sooner.
Hawks, you can't just shift the blame like that. You're the one ultimately responsible for the diagnosis.
I'm the boss of my team, and I have 4 little assholes I can blame this on at my disposal. Maybe if you had people to blame, you'd understand.
I do have people to blame, and quite frankly, it's you right now.
See? You're no better than I am. Anyway, I have to go. Good night.